more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Ohio State Buckeyes. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Buckeyes have been waiting and waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. Fielded in the end zone, it's Watkins. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They're testing the right side here. Turning it on! A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
That's a really nice run. One thing I love about him is he's got versatility. Reminds me of a guy I used to play against back in the day, Kevin Farr. He could catch the ball, he could run the ball, he could block, he returned kicks. He did everything for the LSU Tigers, and this guy, he's got that ability too. So many different tools in his toolbox.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Now they'll run it to the right here. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Leaves it with the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Johnson wants to throw it. Under fire. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Makes the catch. It's Hill. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. This is an opportunity defense, you believe in them. Their opening drive of the game, still in their own territory. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a fourth down stop. Here's why this was so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
Got it in the middle, it's Fleming. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, and made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Now, guys, when it comes to LSU, they start the season in the top 5 prime position to make a run. But what's the biggest danger there, Jesse?
Well, they need to avoid complacency. Top 5 tells me you've got potential. You were a good team a year ago. You got a lot of talent. But there's going to be a lot of really tough games on the schedule this year, David. So why not start early right here in week 1 and come shooting out of the cannon?
Shooting out of the cannon with a start that everybody gets to look at, see how good you are. And that first impression is really big, right? Like, you can start climbing quickly and really get a high marks in people's heads if you can start the season on a great note.
Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Berry. Oh, he's got a chance. Breaks into the open. 10. Touchdown LSU. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Off the play fake on 1st down. He wants to go deep. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a 1st and 10. Shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback making checks. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Makes the grab on the left. There we go. Got some room in under the goal line. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it out. It's Watkins. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Running behind that left side. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. LSU quick to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28. He now has 106 yards on the ground in the first quarter. What a tremendous start to this season. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on third down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
He's in open space downfield. They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. They'll go 5 wide on 2nd and 8. Now he's looking to throw it. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. Here's the handoff. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. LSU trying to convert a 4th down. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on 4th down. They'll run play action. Under fire. Runs through the tackle. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Makes it past the marker. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Might as well give it to him again. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The Buckeyes want to move quickly. Making side adjustments here. Using his feet. And into the end zone. And he's loose and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
It's just so nice to have a signal call who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my goal.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Ole Miss looks like an old punching bag out there today. And any way you slice it, this fan base, heck, this coaching staff just didn't expect that. They're trailing by 14 to Oregon. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. It's Berry. And they are knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage as the defense declaws the Wildcat.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be and nowhere to run.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Sends it back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Watkins. It's incomplete. Trying a little razzle-dazzle there, but it'll be 3rd down. All right, guys, let's talk LSU. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Here's the pressure. And they can't connect a costly turnover on down.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
Looking for room. It's Peoples. They make the stop. Give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
From the gun, running back gets the give. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the Buckeyes come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. Picks up enough to get them 1st and 10 from the 13.
And I got to be ready mentally and physically. Mentally, I got to know exactly where the sticks are. 4th and 2. Can't dilly-dally around. Got to run physical. Got to break tackles. Got to go through people. Whatever I need to do to get that 2 yards. Nice job running the football.
The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll try the right side. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around and make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on 1st down.
And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
The Buckeyes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They're going to run it. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you're seeing from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do. And they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll try the run. There he goes. Lowers those pads. The 30. Past the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He's out of bounds at the 25-yard line, gets it right back to the touchback position, and the offense will take over. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The give to the back. Got room at the 35. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
That's a really nice run right there. And one of the things I love about him, he runs with such physicality and with the toughness. Do you think Woody Hayes, the great Ohio State coach, would have loved to have this guy in his backfield? His running style just marries so well with that. When you think about Ohio State and their tradition at running back, right? With all the athletes they've had throughout the decades, this guy was meant to play in the shoe.
Back to throw, it's Lagway. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. With the catch, it's Porter. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most.
Yep, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Off the play fake. Forced out of the pocket. Trying to make magic. Oh, he's got some space. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scramble quarterbacks to take off and run, because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll go right back to it. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Give to the back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the Buckeyes will try to move the chains on fourth down. The offense changing the play. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Using his legs, it's Peoples. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
That's a great play by this defense. It's hard when you go against a guy that's so good at the quarterback spot. He can make so many plays, but the defense understood that rep. Nice job getting to him, corralling him, getting him on the ground, and creating the big sack.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. But moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Tackle is made at the 14-yard line. Offense.
And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal from the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. He splits the uprights, and that will extend their lead even further.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum, not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Running back searching for a hole. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. At the 35, he's loose. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. And he's not going to take the touchback. He was looking for some running room, but much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him one.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Now he's looking into the middle. Hauls it in down the sideline.
That's a great job getting the first down by that guy. He's a big-time weapon. He's got the speed. He's got everything you look for in a wide receiver. And it's funny, you think about Ohio State football. Back in the day, Woody Hayes running the ball 3 yards in a cloud of dust. But recently, they've been recruiting playmakers at the receiving position because this offense has changed. It's now up-tempo. They're now throwing the ball vertically down the field. And they've had so many guys go in the first round in recent years. This dude right here fits that mold to a T. Love watching this guy play.
There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Back to pass, it's Glagway. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
One of the big risks about being in an empty set is that you don't have tight ends or running backs helping you out in pass protection. And that time the quarterback got hit right before he let it go, and that's why that ball fell incomplete.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep.
Well, this offense did a lot of good things there in the first half. It wouldn't surprise me if they punt this one away after that incompletion on 3rd down. They do have the lead. I think you've got to put some trust in your defense here to not give up any points and get you the ball back.
The Buckeyes will call on their punt team. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They're going to test the right side with this one. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Back to the ground game on the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Trying to get the corner. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The short hands. It's Green. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Yeah, and down by 2 scores, and I guess you get to the point where you got to say, I'm going to go for it. We got to be aggressive. We got to make this happen. They tried to make it happen. The defense comes up big. Now, it is not looking good.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Kept it on the ground on first down. Let's see what they do on second. Turning it on! What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Gets out of bounds after the big game, and they've got it first and goal.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. And they've inched closer and closer, and still 2 yards to go for the touchdown here on third down. On the move. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And I'll tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much in the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Penn State is getting blitzed right now in Beaver Stadium in front of that super loyal fan base. Loyal, but my goodness, that's being tested today. They're trailing by 28 to Texas. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Makes the catch. It's Watkins. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. LSU right back to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Working that left side. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
That's a really nice job hauling that pass in, and you think LSU has just been such a...
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense and seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him out.
Into the end zone for the two-point conversion, and they've got it down to single digits, a 9-point game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Caught inside the 20, chance for a good return. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. On the run, it's Peoples. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Deep shot for the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. Look, that interception is not the quarterback's fault. It's those dumb coaches for putting him in the game.
Putting him in that position in the first place, right? I'll tell you what, let's give the defender some credit here. I think Reese, he just wanted the ball more. He did a great job in coverage, watching the QB, anticipating the receiver on his break. He went up, he plucked it.
Here's a heat. He's going to take off.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
To the air on second down. Rushes on him. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. LSU quick to the line.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, to get down and don't take a big hit.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. And the heat was all over him, and that's the way the third quarter will wrap up with a big sack. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. That's caught. It's hooked. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Well, this is huge for this defense because they're playing against a Heisman-caliber quarterback, a guy that can hurt them in a variety of ways. They better be able to get pressure on them throughout the course of this game. They did right there.
Wants to go up top. Caught near the sticks. It's hooked. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
And that's the danger. When you've got a receiver like that, if you blitz and you're playing man coverage, he's one-on-one, and he's going to burn you if you don't get home to the quarterback.
Motion from the wide receiver. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. Looking for the goal line. Needed one more turn of the legs to get it in there, and he's denied just inches away from the touchdown. That leaves him with a tough 4th down situation. You'd love to just chip into the lead, but at this point, a touchdown's what you're at.
And I think it just clears up the decision-making later in the game. But I think you stay aggressive here. You try to get the touchdown. You're not going to have very many opportunities like this left in this ball game in the 4th quarter.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Absolute shank. Missed it. After the missed field goal, it is still a 9-point game.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Quarterback making adjustments. To the air, it's Lagway. Fires to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Well, that's a simple pitch and catch. That's called a stick route. It's a real quick out route in the middle of the field. The tight end's able to make the catch. Nice play.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Underneath toaster coverage, got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. That was just as simple as playing catch and warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field, throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter. And I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there. He's looking to throw.
This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. He's at the 40. The 20. The 10. He just set sail for the end zone after the pick and turns it into a 2-point return.
Great job on special teams. Getting penetration, getting the block. You've got the convoy to scoop score 2 points the other way.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this. Intercepted. Guess even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. Got some room to run. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And that just might do it, man. Offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. They'll send the tight end in motion. Scanning the field, it's Lagway. He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead.
How about that for a momentum swing? Your defense gets the pick six, offense comes right back on the field, and they get the 2-point conversion.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Nice grab to get that squib kick inside the 10. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. Looking downfield on first down. Going deep. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. One touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Oh, they're after him. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Makes the grab past the marker. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. The Tigers in the hurry-up.
How many times do you see receivers catch the ball and dance and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, do you see the yellow line? Go and get it. Really nice job by the receiver with the second effort, getting the extra yards and getting the first down.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Johnson looking to throw. Got his man downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
This is an offense that has skill, and they've got speed, and because of that, this defense, they can't lull themselves to sleep. They've got a big lead here late, but they've now given up back-to-back big plays. They got to put the clamps on.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. It is third and long. Let's see what kind of arm he's got. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Looking to throw on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Peoples. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. This win, guys, if they can finish it off behind this passing attack today, figures to vault them several notches up in the rankings and serve notice of what they're capable of.
It's funny, we're watching this one now, and some people may be surprised because of the numbers besides each of the team's names. By the end of the year, though, this may have been an obvious decision because of how well this team throws the football, David. They are electric through the air.
And listen, it's still early in the season, but you're proving your passing attack, and you're proving you've got an offense to be dealt with. And you're also putting this one on the schedule for the playoff committee to circle and say, there's a top 10 win. Please continue to rise me up the charts.
Looking to throw, it's Flagway. Gonna let it fly. Got it. They will score. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
And the extra point was good. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32.
First and 10.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, it was not a good day.
And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to power their way ahead. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
After this, it'll be a wrap. Looking downfield, it's Flagway. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. Full wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And as the ball goes to the turf, the clock has hit 0. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all 3 phases, this is a team we're going to be talking about very, very late in the season.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.